all debt is paid. Go ahead, rewind that 2 more times. Sending you guys all the prosperity, love, and abundance through your screen. So try. Okay, so I go off like that sometimes. You gotta rock with me. Anyway, so in this series, like I said, I'm introducing myself. I'm Margie. You can call me Margot. You can call me Margie. You can call me FreshFaceMC. Whatever floats your boat. Just don't disrespect me. Okay.
What's up, my vanity vixens? Welcome back to my channel. It's your big sis Margot, coming to you with all the glitz, glam, hot topics, and real boss babe advice. If you're not a part of the sisterhood, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of any new content. Now, let's sit back, relax, and let's get into today's video.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Margie, and this is the Vanity Life of Margot. So, in this series, okay, this is the intro. So, welcome, okay? Welcome new viewers, welcome returning viewers. If you are a supporter, if you like this video, if you support me, or you just want to see me win, okay? I'll see you win too. Come on, we can. It's room for all of us, okay? Which is why I'm making this series, all right? Because if I share my knowledge, it's powerful, and it can reach somebody, and maybe inspire somebody to do this. And you know, like, come on, it's spread out here. Let's get it. Come on, ain't no birds, but you know, let's get it. But anyway. Like I was saying, this is the intro. So in this series, I'm pretty much going to be going over what it's like as my life as a makeup artist. Like I said, if you guys are new to my channel, if you're returning to my channel, subscribe to my channel, support my channel, please. It really helps me grow in this whole YouTube community. I only got like 99 subscribers. Humble beginnings, but I'm taking it seriously. So that's why I want to create these series for you, and hopefully you guys really like them. So hit that notification bell too, so you can be notified of each video that I'm putting out. So they will be popping like popcorn. Ching, 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 go to money tree. And every time I ching, money come to me. It all flows in so abundantly. Hold up, the top left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 on my money wave. Money come, money flow, money save. All debt is paid. Go ahead, rewind that 2 more times. Sending you guys all the prosperity, love, and abundance through your screen. So try. Okay, so I go off like that sometimes. You gotta rock with me. Anyway, so in this series, like I said, I'm introducing myself. I'm Margie. You can call me Margot. You can call me Margie. You can call me FreshFaceMC. Whatever floats your boat. Just don't disrespect me. Okay, so here we are in 2021, and these videos are way overdue. Okay, crickets. Okay, so I am an esthetician first. I attended Pivot Point Academy, and shout out to Pivot Point, okay, because they paved the way. Hello, if you don't know, research, boo. But anyway, moving on. So I have been an esthetician for the past, oh my god, I think I'm going on my, is it my 8th year or my 9th year? 2013. I've been an esthetician since 2013. Someone do the math. Hold on. I didn't have my Wheaties today. I'm normally really good at math though. What am I doing? Yeah, I knew it was 8 years. So I've been an esthetician for 8 years, and can I say I love it here? Are you kidding me? Everyone's beautiful. Are you serious? Everyone is beautiful, okay? Great skin for life. Look, if you were thinking about being the Esty girl, go. You hear me? Go find the best education you can possible. Speedio. Invest in yourself. And that's what this series is all about, is me kind of showing whoever it is that needs to know I'm gonna give you those gems, sis. I'm gonna give you those gems. In this series, like I said, it's about makeup. But moving on as far as my story, I've been an esthetician since, for 8 years. Graduated in 2013. Certified by the Board of Illinois. What is this shit called? Department of Financial and Professional Regulation. They don't even print them out anymore. I just like mine there because this was the last year that they printed. Like, you can print your own, but like, this was sent from the state. You feel me? So I keep it there because it's framed already. Anyway, and I'm proud. AF. So, moving forward, I've been all over the place with my career over those past 8 years. I mean, I was a full-time, you know, salesperson and also doing this while trying to build up my clientele. There was a point in time where I was doing this full-time, so I kind of just walk you down my little timeline. So I was from 2013 to 2014, I was trained at the European Wax Center. Intensive training, might I tell you, which we will have major story time, okay? Tune TF in, okay? Because, girl, I got stories, okay? About being a wax specialist and we got wax stories, okay? Stay tuned. But anyway, intensive training. I'm talking from 8 a.m. I think we opened at like 8:30. Well, first of all, we had to be there at 8 and open at 8:30. I'm pretty sure. If not, it was 8:30 and 9. Because you know, you already know, as an esthetician, you got them 30 minutes to set up, and that's literally just enough, boo. You might even have time to pop a little bagel. But anyway, get your towels ready, get all that stuff, get your wax melted, all of that. So I was there for a year. You know, it was my first year in my, you know, aesthetics career. So it was definitely something I was like, you know, trying out pretty much. I mean, it was my rookie year, you know. But I did very well. And then I got unmotivated, just being honest. And so I moved on to other things, which I thought was bigger and better at the time, which it was, because them checks though, yes. So I have worked at, you know, AT&T, and them checks was popping, you know, them commission checks was definitely popping for sure. You know me, I'm not no number 2, number 3, number nothing, okay? I'm always gonna be number 1, okay? Throw me on that sales floor, okay? Every time. I'm gonna hit my metrics. Every time. It might take me a little bit, but once I catch that wave, watch out. You hear me? And anyway, moving on. That's the Capricorn in me. Comment below if you were Capricorn. Okay, Get Money Team. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. From there, girl, what happened after AT&T? Oh, I was sad after AT&T because I was just like, dang, I don't have no clients. I totally gave up makeup. Like, I was planning on, you know, juggling both of them at the same time, but like, it just wasn't working. Okay. So yeah, I ended up just dropping the ball on makeup and all of that, and I just stuck to, you know, being a sales lady at AT&T and hanging out with my sales buddies, and we would have a great freaking time, and I love them and I miss them. If you're watching this, hello, I miss you. We had a great time. Anyway, yeah, after that whole little stage of being sad, I was like, you know what, let's get back into it. And Fresh Face was born. FreshFaceMC was born, and you know, that was a nice little wave I was riding for, you know, forever. Hello, I'm still riding this Fresh Face wave, FYM. And I started at a local hair salon, which was super dope because, you know, a lot of people knew me, but not that many people knew me, you know what I'm saying? So it was like really only people from, you know, I was like popular amongst my peers and all, but like as far as like community wise, you know, I really started to get my name out there, which was super amazing, and definitely grateful for that experience always. So I was there for about a year, decided, I don't know what it is about a year. I guess I get bored easily. I don't know. But I just really like to challenge myself. So I went ahead and got my own office space. And that became a little challenging just because I had no storefront. I had to really push my marketing online. And that's how I became like, so like, you know, decent with marketing. I'm not the best, but I know how to market myself. And because I didn't have a storefront, I had no choice, you know. So it was challenging as fuck. But and then, you know, there's also too your friendly, you know, community competition and things like that. And you know, it's like this industry is really catty. So like, if you're watching this and you're trying to be a part of this industry, you gotta just, you know, have tough skin. Honestly, I'm kind of sensitive. What the fuck? Sorry. I'm kind of sensitive overall, okay? So like, I'm still learning. It's been a while. But yeah, that's just the truth, you know. I just want to keep it real with you guys, and as far as like, you know, how I feel, how it is, and what it is, you know. After I did that, I got sad again, and you know, it just kind of felt discouraged. You know, I ended up having like a whole slow month, and the reality was I was not prepared for it. I wasn't mentally prepared to take on that task on my own. I wasn't mentally prepared to deal with that side of the business and things like that. So it was a huge learning experience for me that I always like, you know, be grateful for, because now that I'm in the position that I am, I have that background knowledge, and I know what to expect, and I know what, you know, how to move forward in those specific situations, because you know, the universe is always testing you and always like sending you the same cycles. It's just upon you to know how to break out of that. And so that's where I am right now in the space, and I'm still learning. I'm not perfect, still sensitive, but you know, it's a process. You know, you got to get through it. Fast forward, after the office, I ended up moving all of my stuff out of there to my space. Obvious reasons: a slow month, no business, no money. Okay, so I was just like, forget that, and just moved all of my equipment into my home, and I just started doing lashes and waxing from home. I had stopped doing facials. Facials was always something I had to give up because the freaking steamer was always such a pain in the butt of where I was going to store it and things like that. So it was just like a lot to flip-flop around, but overall it was all good. I always like worked my way through it, and I had like really, if anything, like I had like a real big support system like from my community. So like all of my clients that I've met that have like tried me out, whether, you know, they had a good experience, bad experience, basically what I'm saying is, if whether I still see them or I don't see them again, it doesn't matter. Super grateful for them to you know, be a part of my journey. And you know, that's something that you never want to ever take for granted, and never want to, you know, burn no bridges. Like, you know, you always want to, that's where customer service and all of that comes into play, because you're gonna have those moments. And you know, I've like I said, I've learned, and I'm learning, and I'm not done learning, you know. So it's a continuous cycle that that, you know, goes on, and I'm grateful for those people that were trustworthy of me at that time in my beginning stages, or my stages where I was like coming out, you know, coming out of AT&T and then going back in. It was like I was starting fresh. And you know, you lose a lot of clientele when you are switching from jobs, and you know, you're stopping, and then, or you're switching locations, you know. So for me to transition to my home, that was another ordeal, because you know, not everybody was really with the whole, you know, being in your home. But then all of a sudden it was cool, so it was like popping and booming, and it was pretty decent for about a couple years, you know. And up until last year, you know, I was working at Comcast, more sales. Don't even talk to me about Comcast. I cannot answer your question. Okay, go take your bill somewhere else. But anyway, so it was just an interesting experience because at that point I knew that I was going to be juggling full-time work as in sales and also being, you know, FreshFaceMC. So that was a little challenging in itself, and I'll be honest with you, challenging but rewarding AF. I'm trying not to curse, but yeah, super, because I knew what it was gonna take, and I knew, first of all, if you've ever been in a sales position, it's not a walk in the park. It's not easy. Sales is a skill that you develop over time, and if you're really good at it, it does take a lot of energy, and it does take brain work. You have to be quick with your numbers. You have to be quick with your responses. You also have to be very pleasant and informative at the same time. Also maintaining eye contact and a smile on your face. So, you know, that took a lot, especially because I'm like, when I'm in go mode, I'm in go mode. You cannot stop me at all. There is an unlimited source of energy when I'm in go mode. I'm in that right now, actually. This is one of those times. But yeah, like I'm talking like top sales, absolutely. And I didn't care if I was staying open to close. It didn't matter to me because my percentile was still showing that even if I were to stay on an 8-hour shift, well, you know the end of that story. There were some other good contenders too. I like competing against the best. It's no satisfaction if I'm not. So yeah, throw me to them beasts, throw me to the wolves, definitely. That's my party right there. That's me. But yeah, so you know, from there, COVID hit. COVID hit. I lost my job, and child, that was horrible. That was ghetto. Cause I was like, ain't nobody coming up in this house. And then I had done lost my job. People waiting on unemployment. Like, what's going on? Waiting on them stimulus checks. Like, it was real for a little second. Like, oh my God, I sold one of my old cameras. Oh, heartbreaking, heartbreaking. But yeah, okay. Glad I got over that hump. But me transitioning from that to, you know, I was already having people in my house, and then it was just like, oh my God, well, what's next? You know, so I really had to, like, you know, regroup and everything. So I ended up going back to my original salon where I was at. They had relocated. Super cute. The space was just not big enough for what I was trying to do. And I felt like at this point, if I'm going to be moving out of working, if I'm not going to be working from my home and I'm going to be moving into a salon, I really was like, you know what, I'm going to give it all I got, which literally means every skill possible that I have attained, I'm going to apply it to this investment. And, you know, which meant facials, you know, facials, vajacials, back facials, treatments, you know, like the whole, like you know, with chemical peels, you know, you have to take your classes every 2 years to maintain your aesthetics license, and here in the state of Illinois at least. And you know, like chemical peels is something that you want to take regularly because first of all, I didn't take them before because I really had no interest in facials. But you know, I went to school 8 years ago, so I had, you know, I had all these ideas that I wanted to do and pursue going forward now that we're in 2021. And at this point, you know, I was just like, I'm gonna give it all I got. And I just needed a bigger space. So here I am at my new location, and I love it here. It's so cute. It's like so many perks about it. First of all, my space is awesome. I have a perfect amount of space for my makeup, for my aesthetics, lashes, you know, facials, all of that. Even like my little flower wall. Like, it's so cute in here. And then on top of that, like, this place is literally made for estheticians. So the owner is black, my other coworker is black, like it's female black estheticians. And okay, shout out to black owned business. Okay, so like, you know, this was like super big for me. I I love it here. And there's a washer and dryer in here, so that was like another big deal for me too, because for a long time people had to, you know, no one wants to a laundromat or do drop-offs. So annoying. So just have it here is a big convenience, and not to mention like the place is super cute. So stay tuned, okay, because I'm going to be doing a room tour and a location tour. Okay, so if you are interested in that, make sure you're watching. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much my spiel on my journey as an esthetician. Oh, I guess I did leave one thing out. Bonus, if you're still watching, then this is a bonus, man. This is a bonus because this is something I really don't talk about like that. More so, I was actually embarrassed to talk about it back in the day. Not anymore. I'm actually pretty proud of my decision and how I went about it. But I started out at a different school. I'm not going to say the name of the school, but you know, just because I'm not in that space of being petty, you know what I'm saying? I've grown. And you know, basically, shoot, what can I say? They kicked me out at 6 weeks. It was ridiculous. It was I could tell that, you know, first of all, I'm fresh out of, you know, I was 19 years old. My son was like months old, and I know I needed to do something with my life, and this, you know, being an esthetician, that's what it was. So I picked out this school, super bougie. You know, they pretty much were training you on how to be an esthetician for their brand, so that way you can go get hired at one of their salons and, you know, do it their way. And you know, like, it just, I had a bad experience. The teacher was just didn't like me. I could just tell. I know that the teacher had like 2 other student teachers, and one of the student teachers, you know, he would link up with her and they would be chit-chatty. My teacher was a guy, and he was just like, he was real snooty with me, and like when I had questions and things like that, just very snooty and you know, like rude. I remember one time I didn't feel comfortable saying something to him, so I went to the other student teacher, she was super sweet, and I got in trouble for that. And it was just like, bruh, and maybe if you liked me, bro, or lightened up when you spoke to me, like, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't be like that. But the only nice thing that he did really say to me that stuck out was, you are a waxer. I mean, I don't know if that he was trying to say I suck at facials, but I don't anymore. Let me tell you, after I got kicked out of that school, yo, and I was like, I'm not gonna let that discourage me at all, bro. Not for 1 minute. I was just like, I mean, I would cry for like maybe 2 minutes, yo, which means like maybe a day or two. But I went back onto the internet and looked up, you know, the school, which was Pivot Point, you know, in my area. And like I said, I had 6 weeks of knowledge already. When I got to Pivot Point, I was not playing with them. I was there like when came time to take clients, I was there before everybody. We used to everybody had to make their own cotton balls for their clients. I don't know why we couldn't just use cotton rounds, but we had to make our own cotton balls. I guess it was some discipline shit. Anyway, and you know, making your own iPads and making all the steam towels. Like, I went in there, I was in there, the very first person up in there with the teachers, and I was just in the spa doing stuff, setting stuff up, making little packages and putting them in the hot towel caddies. And people will come to class and they're like, some girls will be late, and I'm like, I got you, don't even worry about it, don't worry about it. Like, I love doing that. You see, I just got all excited about that. Like, that was like dope. That was like cool as hell to just apply all that. And like, ooh, they wanted me to fail, bro. They wanted me to fail at that school, man. They wasn't trying to let your girl be great. They didn't know, you know. They didn't know I was a beast. So when I got, you know, I say that humbly because that was hard. That was hard, and it was hard to talk about for years. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not talking about it with you guys. And yeah, bro. So I definitely showed Pivot Point what I got, what I had, what I was working with. Graduated top of my class, of course. So yeah, I mean, it was crazy because like with aesthetics, when you're doing full time, you can only miss so many days. And if you miss days, you got to make those days up. And you have out, you know, those hours. And like I said, I don't know if you guys remember, I told you my son was only months old. So by the time I had entered school, he was only, was he? He was already a year old. I'm lying. Hold on. Damn. Time be flying. Hold up. Wait a minute. He was about a year old, a year and some months. He had to be maybe about 14, 15 months when I started at Pivot Point. And that was a 9-month course. And he got sick, and so I ended up having to take days off, make those hours up. I ended up making them up and graduating March 16th, or completing my hours, clocking out March 16th, 2013. All right. That's us. Yeah, that's us. Well, but yeah, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. That's my journey. That's my intro. Make sure you guys are tuned in. Any aspiring estheticians, lash technicians, MUAs, definitely subscribe to my channel. This channel is for you, meant for you. Like I said in my intro, you know, real boss babe advice, you know, glitz and glam, hot topics, all of that. Also too, stay tuned for my reaction videos, you guys. I be watching some crazy stuff on the internet sometimes, and I just be wanting to show you guys and really like be like, yo, watch it with me. Just watch it. I wish I had people to watch it with me, cause it be some funny stuff, some ghetto shit. I love it. But yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, like, comment on this video, and throw up some pink hearts. Comment those pink hearts for FreshFaceMC. All right, guys, love you. Mwah. Did I tell you to subscribe to my channel? I thought so.
So, how did you like today's topic? Be sure you leave your comment below. If you haven't already subscribed, click that button, sis, and don't miss out on my next video. Thanks for watching. Mwah.